It's a quieter month here down in the valley, but Dusty and I still have a list of field work we've got to complete before we head back to no man's land. Like, subscribe, become a member. Let's farm. Hello everybody, spring is here, we are in the thick of March, and I tell you what, after all the busyness of last month, it's quite nice just to be taking it down a notch. So most of the stuff we got on today is going to be field work. Dusty's already out there and he is liming everything. We've got 3 fields that need a good old liming. Then hopefully we should be able to get some crops in, so we're going to be doing some seeding later on as well. I'm just heading down to our field in the forest here because I just want to get some herbicide on. It's a bit weedy and I'm just hoping that we've caught it in time. If not, then it's just going to be a weedy crop, unfortunately. Yeah, it's not looking great, I must admit. Bit of grass needs mowing as well. Yeah, we've got wheat in here. It's growing well, but we have got some very big weeds. I think I've caught this at the very last knockings. I don't think if I left this any longer we'd actually be able to deal with these. Look at the state of this field. The problem is, because it's down here in the forest, we tend to forget all about it. And actually what I want to do eventually is purchase this field behind us, because then with both of them I'm more likely to remember that I need to actually do something with it. Right, let's get in, get it sprayed. Dusty's cracking on. Oh, busy as ever. Right, that's me unfolded. Pretty much, just a little bit at the end. I've got a full tank of herbicide, give or take. My only concern is crop damage. I'm hoping my tyres aren't going to cause too much issue. Crop's nice and soft at this point, so it should just spring back up, but we'll only know once I get going. I think I'm in trouble here. I think these fat tyres are going to cause an issue. Let me just back up. Yeah, that's a real nuisance. Okay, I'm going to quickly whip to the store, drop the sprayer here, I'll get the tyre switched over for skinnies, and I'll be back in no time.
That's a real nice way to start the day. I'm just gonna tally up the bits I've missed, then I'm gonna head back to the farm, have a look at field 61 and field 62.
Well, that's a real nuisance. Unfortunately, the guys don't have any skinny tyres for the Fendt. And if I put wide tyres on, or even doubles, it's just going to wreck the crops even more. So, unfortunately, I'm not going to be doing any spraying today unless I can get my hands on the little Massey, which Dusty's currently using. Problem is, I think if we swap, it's going to be too top heavy for the sprayer. And putting the sprayer on the back of the Massey, it's just going to be snaking around all over the place. So, I think I might have to have a look at some different jobs for today and wait till Dusty's ready. One thing we do need to do is thinking about our crops and thinking about and what we're going to stick in each of these prepped fields.
This little field here, field 61, she needs a good liming. I'll get on with this now, then computer guy can come up behind and seed what he likes.
I think the best thing we can do is put cotton back down in field 77, so that's the big one that Dusty should have finished doing by now. It makes sense because it's right next to the spinnery anyway, so harvesting it just means we pop it literally over the road, and that's an operation for fields. So where is the planter? I think it's up the top, isn't it? Yeah, okay, I'm going to grab the planter, get some cottonseed in there and head straight back down there. Okay, right, we got the seed and the fertilizer all in, so this will do both. I thought this was at the top, but I got myself confused with the planter. So this is the planter, the seeder is at the top, and they do slightly different things. This isn't very wide, and that field 77 is quite big, so I've got myself a little drink of coffee. I'm going to head down there in the cab and just sit and listen to the radio. Won't be long before Dusty's done liming all those fields, although again, Big 62, which is the one which had our call in historically, is going to take him quite a while. However, we are switching around crops. We've decided to stick cotton in this one that we've just said. Haven't yet decided about the small field 61, but 62 that I've just mentioned, I think we're going to put in sugar beet. Dusty and I had a chat and we decided sugar beet would be the best crop to stick down in this field, given that we've got the bakery, but actually we can't do anything with the bakery. We're not creating enough crops in terms of wheat to create flour, so bread is out of the question. However, we have got the dairy, and sugar would actually allow us to make chocolate down there and various tasty sweet treats down at the bakery. So sugar is the way we're going to be going. We don't yet have the equipment, but we've got to start somewhere. So once I've got some cotton down in this field, I might be heading back to stick sugar beet in the big field 62 that Dusty is currently working on. Right, cruising along. A lot of smoke being kicked up, a lot of dry soil and all of the lime, but that's fine. Drilling directly, giving it a second stage of fertilizer as well. It's going to take me a while though. This field is massive. Not the biggest one in the area, that's for sure, but big enough for what we're doing. I'm hoping I don't need to refill, but I should be okay. Right, coming up to the bend here. I'm going to do a couple of headlands and then do my ups and downs. Right, lifting, backing up. Kind of tight, I've got a tree right there. It's just got to be careful. That's perfect. Right, and it's down, and away we go. Oh, it's going well. I tell you what, these vehicles don't half get dirty when you've got lime out there. It sticks to everything. Quick jet wash, I think everything needs later on. It is that time of the year we normally do our maintenance, but I've been struggling a bit this season, going backwards and forwards to no man's land with Dusty. I don't know where things are with that, but we are trying to get as much done now because Dusty and I are heading back. As soon as we've done everything we need to do here, we'll have a couple of months of respite where things start to grow. The animals are all catered for. They have got plenty of feed and water. The slurry situation is sorted. We've got a mechanism for dealing with our manure. Everything is feeling calm. Ha! How long will that last?
Now that ain't a bad job done, and we still got plenty of lime left. I'll get the trailer put away, get the Massey cleaned up a bit. She's only a little thing, but she really digs in when we need her to. I wonder how Computer Guy's getting on with that big field.
Oh, well, just finishing up my my last... Sorry, I'm just checking what I'm doing. Yeah, my last bit of my headland, and then I'm going to cut in top corner and do my up and downs. It's going to take me most of the day, I think. I'm wondering whether or not Dusty should take the Fendt, swap out for the Massey. I think the Massey will be fine with this little planter here, and then maybe he can do some of the major work. I might have to give him a call up and see what's going on. Come on, Dusty, pick up your phone.
Hey there, you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine, Dusty. I'm just doing this field 77 with the small planter. I'm just wondering whether it makes sense to swap over vehicles. I reckon the Massey's probably got enough juice to do this field, and that'll free you up to take the Fendt and do what else you need.
Yeah, that sounds like a pretty good idea. I'm just giving the Massey a quick spray here. I'll come straight down once I'm done and swap over.
Oh, Dusty, don't even bother spraying it. You're going to get covered in lime and stuff anyway. I'm absolutely covered as it is.
Fair enough. We can give them all a clean once we're done. I'll see you in a minute.
Cheers, Dusty. See you soon. Right, well that's sorted then. So we can swap over vehicles, free up the Fendt, and he can work on the rest of the fields. Good idea.
Oh well, that was a waste of my time. But she's looking real sweet now. I'm just gonna go check on the cattle while I got a chance. YouTube guy ain't in no rush. Yes, as I thought, running out of straw in here. Gotta get a bit of feed in as well. But that ain't my major concern right now. I think we're running out of storage space. Yeah, them cows are pretty productive. We're about 80% full of milk. I'll best get a load down to the dairy at some point. Anyway, I'll best head back down and get that tractor swapped over with the YouTube guy. Then I can bring the Fendt back here and drill them fields.
Won't be long before Dusty turns up. In fact, I think I've just seen a flash of red in that corner over there. Aha, there he is, parked up. Good lad. Right, let's, what do I want to do here? It doesn't matter about driving over this. I'll swing around, get detached. That should give him enough space. There we go. Yeah, let's drop that down. Right, press the button for the unhook. There we go. Right, let's swap vehicles. I reckon we'll be alright, Dusty.
Yeah, let's give it a go. I love the Massey, but if we can't put a weight on the front, she's limited by what she can do. I reckon you give it a go. Make sure you slow down before the bends.
Yeah, okay, jump out, I'll give it a go and see how I get on. I can always give you a shout to swap over again if I need to.
I'll have a look on that internet and see if there's a deal going on. We need something to fill the gap between the Fendt and the Massey here. Leave the Massey to the market garden, or we can get something we can hitch on some skinny tires and a weight on the front. Maybe a front PTO would help us out as well.
Yeah, skinny tyres and a front PTO really would be helpful. I'm just aware of budget though, Dusty. There's a couple of things I think we need to invest in the next couple of months, and a tractor wasn't on my list of ideas.
You can't do nothing round a farm without a good tractor, computer guy. You know that.
Yeah, true. Alright, sod off and go get your stuff done. I want to finish this field. This is a little bit precarious. Any sort of acceleration, the front just lifts up. I've just got to take it easy when I need to get onto the bends here. Just also want to take it easy on this ground. These tyres are quite thin and I don't want them... Yeah, let's have a look. I don't want them to dig into the ground too much. Okay, let's give that a go. Right, that's down. Actually, that might help keep the front on the ground. Cedar on, power up, there we go, and away we go. She's pulling, she's got the power, she just hasn't got the weight balance.
We still got plenty of fertilizer and seeds in here. 'Cause it's only March, the only thing we can stick in the ground is oats. My thinking is we get a crop in here, summer hits, we get it cut, we get the straw, we got some grain for the chickens, then we just re-prep this field, stick in some wheat for the next season. We can't have this field here sat around doing nothing for 5 months. That's just insane. I dunno what I expected to see here. Of course it's gonna be a good job. I'll just tidy up them corners, then we can call this field done.
As I suspected, this is gonna take me all day. I think Dusty will be enjoying himself just having a bit of responsibility without me on his back all the time. Not that it's me who's in charge by any stretch of the imagination. You know what? I also realised I left my flask of coffee and my sandwiches in the Fendt. Bum.
I gotta get changed into something a bit more formal. I'm gonna head into town and see if I can't broker a deal on a bit of land. YouTube guy and I had a chat the other day. Seems the best way we can move operations forward is to bring in more crops. Yeah, we got the land to plant our own, but if we can buy a couple of fields which have already got crops in, we're on to an instant winner. I just went in to have a look at what prices are like in there. Not too bad. I think if we were to get ourselves into sugar, we'd be able to turn a real profit. And of course we can use that sugar in the dairy up the road, make ourselves some chocolate, and fire it down into the bakers and make ourselves some tasty sweet treats. I just gotta find myself the right field. It's gotta be the right size, the right price, and it's gotta have the right crop. Turns out there's a field just behind here, going for about 70k, already got sugar beet drilled in. I'm gonna head round there now, take a look. Yeah, this ain't too bad. I'll have to find out what the acreage is. Right in the center of town, right near our dairy, right near our market garden. That ain't too bad at all. Well, that's the deal done. I've just bought ourselves field 14 for 70K. I also picked up field 29. That's just a little hobby area. 28,000 that was. I got a little plan for that. I think it'll put a little smile on Computer Guy's face. Come on, y'all, I'll take you down there for a look. You see that track down there? You follow that over, look on the left, you can see that little field. It's already been plowed, ready to take a crop. It's a bit of a pain in the ass to get to, but for what I've got planned, you only need to go down there 2 or 3 times a year. Yeah, things around here are really looking up. It feels like a slow start, but I think things are gonna start to accelerate real fast.
More crows. Birds everywhere. Get off me crop, you gits. Anyway, it's been a long old day and I'm still in this cab. I'm gonna have to pull over and get myself a bit of a refreshing drink shortly. But yes, thank you for joining us. I think Dusty and I had done everything we set out to do. We've got all our fields limed. We've got our crops in that we need to. I'm not too worried about spraying field 54. I would have liked to have done, but I think I missed the boat on that completely. Anyway, we're out of here as of this evening. We are back on a plane heading to no man's land. We're aiming for one big push to get the gold we need to complete our goal and re-inject life into the town. Thank you for supporting the channel. It makes a huge difference. Please comment. I love to engage with everything you write. Please hit like and subscribe. That's what we're in it for. We want to get that figure up to our goal for the month, and every little action you take makes a difference. So thank you very much. Thank you to our channel members, always making a huge difference. And as ever, until next time, take care everyone. Bye bye.